The first time Steve met Astrid at a local coffee bar, it was love at first sight.
She seemed like, almost anything anyone would ever want in a wife. I loved Astrid and was ready to start our life together. I was on top of the world.
After the wedding, however, Steve became frustrated by the amount of time Astrid was spending with her best friend, Peely.
She was sleeping over, eating over, around so much I was getting aggravated. After about a year and a half, my wife was getting tired of being a stay-at-home mom and started spending a lot more time with Peely. Then one night my wife suggested we go down to the beach for a romantic night. Said she had a surprise for me. She had me kind of facing out towards the water and told me to close my eyes. And then next thing I know, I get a sharp, sort of shocking sensation in my neck. So much blood coming from my neck I wasn't sure if I was going to live or die. When the paramedics initially arrived and they were beginning their work on me, I kept looking over her. She'd shaking, crying, asking if I was okay. They had to perform 2 surgeries on me. One was to repair the jugular vein, which was completely severed, and then the second surgery was actually to remove the tip of the knife from my neck. About 5 months later, I fell asleep on the couch and was woken up by what had sounded like a gunshot, and had also noticed the strong scent of gunpowder. Had noticed a female that looked real similar to my wife running out the kitchen door. The bullet hole in the couch wasn't far from my head. It was probably maybe about a foot or so from the back of my head. I'd called her on her cell phone and saying, hey, I've just been shot at. She said, hold on a minute, I'll be there in a few minutes. She was right down the street. That's when I started really suspecting her more. She had the same clothes on as the same person I had seen leaving.
Steve confronted Astrid, and after denying any involvement, his wife ran off in her car.
Well, I was initially contacted by the California Highway Patrol, letting me know that Astrid and her friend Peely had gotten arrested, and that they had found a revolver in the car along with some tiny bags of a poison called ricin. She'd used a bunch of different poisons in my food and my drink. The police had told me that my wife had confessed to having involvement in the stabbing on the beach, the poisoning, and the shooting. I was left with the question, why? Why would she do this? But what the investigators had told me, the answer that they had given me, I was not prepared to take at all.